Hello, good evening, good afternoon. It depends on where you are joining us from. How has your day been? I hope you had a wonderful day. Welcome to yet another episode of our Thriving Family Table Talk. Today's episode is continuous dating a necessity in marriage. Is continuous dating a necessity in a thriving marriage? We've taken a whole lot of episodes before now, and most of the replays are on YouTube. They're on the YouTube channel, and you can also catch the replays. They are very interesting topics on IG. So let me look out for Pastor Bridget so that she can join in. Please let us know where you're joining in from. Let us know where you are joining in from. Type in the comment section, and thank you for always joining the live broadcast. Is continuous dating a necessity in a thriving marriage? Is it a necessity? What is dating? What is dating? What is dating? Dating is an intentional bonding time decided by the couple. It is an intentional bonding time as decided by the man and the woman to keep love alive. I'm having network issues. Let me see. It is an intentional time to keep bonding time so that the couple can get to know each other. They can get to know each other. It is done before marriage and also inside the marriage journey. Good evening, good evening, good evening from Nigeria. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good evening,
Thank you
Coach
for joining.
Naomi.
Good evening. Thank you for
Happy new
joining.
month.
Same to you, same to you. Thank you for joining in again today. I just introduced the topic episode. The episode of today's topic is continuous dating, a necessity in a thriving marriage. Is continuous dating a necessity in a thriving marriage? And I just mentioned that it is an intentional bonding time decided by the couple to know each other better in order to foster intimacy. It is a healthy and continuous practice for married couples so that they can maintain connection. That is what dating in marriage is a healthy practice, and it should be done frequently so that they can maintain a healthy bond. Drifting away is very, very easy if there is no plan for intentional dating. So drifting away unintentionally can happen in any marriage, and the scheduled and continuous practice of dating can keep the love flame alive. So for a thriving marriage, dating helps to address drifting away. Dating is a great care technique. Is a great care technique. It's good for the soul, it's good for the body, and it's good for the mind. So today I will take our first question, which is, in your own world, in your own view, what is dating? What is dating?
Thank you so much, Coach Naomi. Um, Dating means so many things. It has said so
Yeah,
many things, so many terminology, but each couple they have what where they find their leisure in. But in
yeah,
a layman language, we can easily say dating is cutting to know one another,
mm-hmm,
taking each other out, and enjoying one another's presence without interference.
yeah,
Dating has to be done with just the two people involved. When there is now third party, fourth party, is no longer a dating, it's just an hangout. Dating
Okay.
is intimacy. Dating revives. Dating, it means like caressing one another,
Mm.
unlocking the close emotions, and also bringing out the potentials, individual potentials in one's life. So to me, I will say dating is melodious. It's like we can say is a booster, is the foundation booster of a marriage.
Yeah.
Dating,
Yeah.
because before marriage there was dating. Even if it's just going to church together there before marriage, even if it's just going for a walk together, even if it's just going to
Yeah.
shop together, is dating. Even if it's just escorting each other to salon, is dating. Dating does not necessarily mean wearing a red ball gown, then a red carpet, then a bourgeoisie way, luxury. Fine, it can also happen. But the main basic necessity of dating is courtship, knowing one other better off.
Yeah.
And dating helps to reduce stress,
Yeah.
lies, deniers, and make one to bubble again, to feel
Yes.
like to have a butterfly, and
Mm-hmm.
one has something that is looking onto us, as in, oh, we going out, oh, me and my wife, or me, it can just even be the outing, could be inside the car, that just both of you want to be there, locking up the children in the house while you people are in the car. It's also dating. Dating is just ability to like bring out the secrecy in you, the inner thoughts you think that you are thinking towards the other partner, that the partner is not even thinking that way. The partner might have said, oh, I'm not interested, doesn't mean that he's not interested in you. Might be that he's referring to, I'm not interested in that topic you want to raise. But if you don't date, if you don't cut, there will not be smooth communication. But because dating also enhance smooth communication and makes one feels like the world is yours. Let me put it that way. So on a layman language, to me, dating is intimacy, getting to know one other better off in various angles.
Yeah.
Because when you are at home, it's totally different from when you are in the car. It's totally different from when you are at the beach. It's totally different from getting to diversify all around life as it entails. Thank you, Coach
Thank
Naomi.
you, thank you, thank you. The common words I picked, the foundational words are shared time, intentionality, and scheduling, as in bonding,
Yeah.
schedule time. Dating quenches emotional tests. I, the word just dropped in my spirit as it quenches emotional test, as in the longing
Yes.
to express yourself. You can imagine you had a busy day, you came back home, do you understand? Even just a stroll, 15, 20 minutes talk, it just quenches, helps you to emotional stability. That's what dating does. Dating is a broad, very broad topic, and there are diverse views. Why is it necessary? What are the advantages of continuous dating in a thriving marriage? That's the next question now. Why is it necessary? What are the advantages, the benefits of continuous dating in a thriving marriage?
Thank you so much. The number one advantage of dating, continuous dating, is it closes emotional closeness. There's what is called emotional closeness
Mm-hmm.
circle in psychology. Because when you date, you reconnect. When you reconnect, you get closer.
Mm-hmm.
That is emotional circle. So now it shows that when we date regularly, or when there is continual dating, there are bound to be connectivity.
Mm-hmm.
And when there are connectivities in different aspects of life, then there will be intimacy, fosters intimacy beyond unexplainable. When we date, the level of intimacy skyrocketed. When we are dating, continuous dating, it builds up understanding, loving environment,
Mm-hmm.
and it enhances even the sex life
Yeah.
when we date. You understand? And and it boosts the connection. There will be connectivity, as in the connection will be there, and it makes one look special. So I will say there are other more things to talk about, e.g., the first one is rekindle romance and intimacy. That's
Yeah.
because there's no way you'll be going dating or talking about movie or talking about song that's only two of you. At least it's eye contact. You can look into each other's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Some couple cannot look at each other's eyes. Why? Maybe due to bitterness, anger, unforgiveness. But when you look at into eye contact, there is depth connection from the heart. So it enhances romancing, and it makes the reconnection becomes deeper level. And also it engaged regular shared activity, as you have said before. And at the same time, it strengthens communication, dating, yeah. It strengthens the communication. There will
Mm-hmm.
not now be I thought, you thought, I knew, you
Yeah.
said, I did not say, I hope, you did not say. You understand? It makes one to become effective communicator.
Yeah.
And also, dating offers a change of an uninterrupted conversation, discuss dreams, goals, and concerns,
Yeah.
and address any issue in non-confrontational setting. Because there is no way you are in a romantic atmosphere, then all of a sudden something will not trigger anger in you, or you react irrationally. No, you will treasure that moment of that particular time. So that kind of a thing, there will not be conversational setting. It will just move well. And at the same time, it does reduce stress.
Yeah. Yeah.
That tension of like all day in the driving, all day boardroom, but when you know you are coming home to a dinner, candle dinner lights with your spouse alone. The kids are fast sleeping, they're already sleeping, and your partner is waiting for you on the red nightgown, and the room itself, the bedroom itself, is full of roses. These one petals on the bed or roses with a cold drink, wine, anything of your taste, and your shower is there. That is also dating. The dating is within your house there, making your own house a first class. It's just setting the timing, as in you kids, you have to go and sleep. And
Mm-hmm.
dating helps one to be creative. Yeah. By doing that, stress is gone. Everywhere will be conducive. No argument, no confrontation. And the couple that does that regularly, they live longer, they are happier, and they have good health. Other one is building resiliency,
Okay.
because if you don't date, there is no way you can subdue that urge of fighting, nagging, defense, and attack. Every relationship faces challenges, but couples who invest time in each other are often better equipped to handle difficulties. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Regular date nights help build a sense of partnership and teamwork. Imagine you doing the scenario that I just said, welcoming your spouse with a sexy on this with the room well laid, the light in the bedroom is like red, all those kind of things. Do you want to tell me that the spouse in response we not want to do something the next day or by the weekend and say, no babe, we need to take this further, not in the house, let's go, surprise package will be there. Not
Mhm.
that you've not done anything, you are not expecting, no, it never took me out. Oh no, no. But we just need to build resiliency to work as a team and make things easier to navigate. We should not focus on our ups and downs. Focus on
Mhm.
the bills that have not been paid. Focus on the pains. Focus on what the sister said, what the brother said, what the mother said, what the father said. Oh, the family of my spouse do not respect me. They do not. Is your wife the family that do not respect you? If the family of the spouse do not respect you, that does not mean you should halt your dating. That does not mean you should take vengeance on your spouse. If your spouse family are tormenting you,
Mhm.
you have a way of also sidetracking them or ignore them and focus on your spouse rather than
Amen.
bringing your spouse disadvantage, incapability into your own house. That will definitely not build resiliency. Resiliency is developing a stronger sense of unity and resilience during tough time. The
Mhm.
couple that dates regularly, they are resilient in they are stronger together in the sense of knowing what to do and at the same time fostering a positive example. Why? Because we have to role model a good, ideal, trusted form marriage to our children, fostering a positive example.
Yeah.
Couple with children, continuity to date your spouse, set a positive example of what a healthy, loving relationship look like. It teaches children the importance of nurturing relationship and demonstrates that love requires effort and commitment. The
Yeah.
effort has to be both way. Not only I'm working, I'm tired, I do not have any ideas. It's a lie. When you at work, do you tell your boss you run out of ideas? Even when they ask you have a target to meet, you cannot tell your boss, no, I've not finished one task, therefore I cannot meet this target. You have to go for it as soon as possible. So also in the marriage, don't feel like, oh, I don't know what to do, I run out of, no, 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 no. Continuity in dating, you have to diversify, you have to strategize, you have to keep uh, improving, and the dating will become easier and fun to be with, and there will be positive example because love dating requires effort and commitment. You have to be commitment, yeah, you have to be consistent and committed. If you are not committed, the skills will disappear from the tip of your hands. Because before you are married, you could arrange trip without a cost. You could change the room. You could look for things to do, easy busy,
Yeah.
without any cost. But now all of a sudden you are married, you are stuck, you cannot think, you don't even see yourself, or you
Mhm.
don't even talk less of seeing your partner, and you expect your partner to see himself and see you, or see her herself and see you. No, both of you have to make that effort for that continuity to be awesome and to flourish and to be enjoyable and to make it successful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much for all the tips you shared. Dating strengthens commitment. It is a time for fostering updates in the individual's life. That's the man and the woman following their busy schedules. They're able to share their experiences during the date times. And dating also helps to build new memories. It brings
Yes.
in novelty into the marriage, overcoming familiarity. You know, like you mentioned, rightly mentioned, you have to make out time to date, because if not, you become over familiar, and familiarity breeds contempt. You also talked about emotional closeness. Yes, that's what dating does. It brings about emotional closeness. You know, some couple, they are so burnt out, they are so overwhelmed, they are so I'm trying not to be negative
Exhausted.
this evening. They are
Exhausted.
exhausted, they are wondering, how did I get here? Who directed me into this marriage? So I want you in to be kind to them this evening and give tips on what are the suggestive tips to revive dating in marriages that are ailing marriages, in marriages where the wife or the husband is exhausted, where they don't even have clarity, where they are struggling to even make ends meet. What are the suggestive tips to revive dating in marriage?
First thing foremost is, I call it the cluster. You have to
Decluttering of the mind, decluttering
mind.
of the mind, yeah.
You have to first of all sit down, because when most couple, they don't really know they have been drawn apart from each other,
Mhm.
because every morning easy busy, are off to work, kids are in school back, and everybody is dead tired. First and foremost is, they should be able to identify where they are now.
Yeah,
Before now,
they should have conversations with themselves individually
no,
before they
no,
come together.
no. Individually, they ought to have first of all examine.
Mm-hmm.
Many spouse or many couple, they are long dead. They are just coexisting at
Mm-hmm.
home, as in some are roommates. Some do not even sleep in the same room again. Some will use it under the pretense of, let me lay the kids down. Some are not sharing rooms with their children, all under the pretense of, I want to be with them. Because when they wake up at night, they are scared, or so that I can give them milk, or so I can give them cereal. If you are at that level, just know that it is not ideal. The person you don't share bed with, share room with, cannot all of a sudden wake up and say, oh, let's go on a date. The person you don't touch, or each time they come close to you, like online, they will meet some couple, they say, call your spouse to say I love you. If he respond I love you, we get X amount. Most times when they come, they don't get the money. Why? Because there is no connectivity between them. So don't be like, when somebody is trying to move close, they say, please leave me alone. I'm not in the mood. I'm not. Stop being that kind of the niche that is causing pain in your spouse. Do you know how our office was today? Do you know how long we sat down? Leave office at office and calm down and relax.
Mm-hmm.
Decluster your mind. Check what you are doing. Now that you are alone and being married, is it helping you? Are you deriving joy in it? If you are not deriving joy in that distance between
Mm-hmm.
both of you, this is a wake-up call to know that how can things come back, and it will not be only your way, because if you discover it, note it down, and look for a convenient way to ask your partner if he feels drawn apart. At times, he might tell you that, no, we are intact. Don't worry, everything is intact. If he or she say, we are intact, then ask, when last did we do X and Y? Easiest thing, when last did we pray together as a couple? Or when last did we watch film together in the house? When last did we check each other's clothes, or compliment one another when we are going to work. When last did you ask my opinion about things? So if all those things are no, 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 then you need to tell the partner that, see, we are not we are no longer where we were. We've been
Yeah.
driven apart. So what can we now do now? Okay, I'm giving you like this week. Go and check yourself. Are there things that you can remove from your time, so that we can start with just both of us alone at home first, watching movie, eating together. It might not be regularly, sleeping on the same bed together and facing one another. Not this one is facing the demons of the marriage, the other one is facing the demons of the marriage, and on the bed there is big gap. If that is the scenario, you have to like face yourself and back the demon enemy of the marriage. Stop facing the enemy of the marriage and creating space in between on the bed. If you can be able to resolve the sleeping together, as in body contact,
Yeah.
joining hands together, then you are gradually coming back again to start what is called dating. If at least you can share the bed, that your body touches one another, that you are facing one another, in cuddling one another, then when it's going to work or she's going to work, you cuddle together. Then you can now, after succeeding like for 1 week, cuddling one another, welcoming hug, goodbye kisses, then checking upon one another at work, just
Yeah.
a message. Babe, how are you? Hope everything is fine. Just checking on you. Just hope everything is okay with you. Even you might, no matter how busy you are, you have an emoji to respond. Okay, you are okay. Then you know that you have initiated what is called communication. Now you have covered the bed, the gap bed. Then the next thing, you are watching movie together. Okay, another thing is, okay, we are able to say the sleepless prayer together, which is our Father. Then after that, covering up that gap, then you can now start saying that, okay, can we go for lunch, or can we go do movie? Then you can now introduce, there is this thing I call, is it 7-7 what? Then that you must make sure that every week you go take yourself out, both
Yeah.
of you. Every week you take yourself out. Then every month you also initiate, you take yourself out. It could be like a weekend away, or it could be outdoor activity or indoor activity. Then the other one is yearly activity, that you have to plan it down. For those that do not have instant planning skills, you plan it
Mhm.
before the discussion, but it has to be collaboration, as in, babe, honey, sweetheart, can you check your calendar, your schedule, because I'm planning this activity. Let's know, at least let's know that 80-20, 20% because of maybe emergency, but we still know that, okay, there will be a substitute plan down in case if we cannot leave the country, we cannot leave the house, then the other 20% plan will still take place. Then you leave the 80% for another one. Then at the same time, you have to keep it fresh, not complicated. You
Yeah.
know the budget at home, you know the finance at home. Keep it real. Don't now go, when you now get there, you look for the most expensive thing on the menu. You get that, and you know, fine. I know that you shouldn't look like your misery, you shouldn't look like your problem, but you have to keep it real, keep it fresh, keep it simple. Then another thing is, you have to disconnect to reconnect. You
Yeah.
disconnect to reconnect, to enhance the dating, because You cannot say it has to be today. No, we are not matured. So no, nothing like there planning that will not work. So we have to disconnect and reconnect. Even in disconnection, there is love. And you have to agree to disagree, because we are not robots. This we put away to our focus solely on each other. Like, oh, no phone. Okay, also you can do the activity of this weekend, no phone call, or this weekend, no visitor. Even when they are calling, oh, I'm not around. Yeah, but you are in indoor, because you just need that time, yourself, or you and your spouse time. Because there's no way you are having, both of you are trying to reconnect again. Then somebody that is just passing or having good time and say, oh, are you around? Then you say, oh, okay, we are around. Then now that timing has been cut off. So you will do more or less of third party for
Yeah.
that dating to be real. The next one is you have to be present. You have to engage in activities that are engaging, that are genuine, and that has emotional connection. And we know also when we go on a dating, we don't now come and be saying how good you are, good you are, good you are, and not even giving your partner a good compliment. I'm not like you. I went to a posh school. I've been using cutlery. I've eaten 7 course meal. I've eaten Chinese. I've eaten Filipino. Making yourself feel too good, and down talking your partner. You don't do that. If you are trying to build a connection with your partner, fine. We know you are in the board, you fly everywhere, you eat different things, but you have to come down to the level of your partner. That's what we mean by presence. Not that you just go out, you just be absent-minded. Even when you watch movie, you cannot remember one of the characters in the movie, and just like, I'm not, no, I was not interested. You just kill that dating. You just kill that activity. After finish paying, executive movie, you finish watching and everything, you now say, movie is not my thing. Even if it's not your thing, you don't have to say it. Next time you will never get such an outing again, such dating again. Then plan together. You have to plan together. Anything you are doing, plan together, collaborate on date nights, plan and ensure partners enjoy the activity. Don't go for the one you like. I have to do it. No, you have to make sure that the dating is lively, is bubbling. It has, how will I call it? It resonates good memories. Not that the ones that when you people could not meet up the beats. Maybe you have to, when you were still dating there, you were very young. There are some places you went that, okay, maybe you people have to go back the next day to go and balance up. Don't ever mention that kind of, oh, I love those people's food, let's go back there. You are only trying to traumatize such a partner like that, or glass was broken in that place. Even when you say, okay, shall we? No, no, let's go to somewhere better or somewhere classic. You are trying to make them look like, okay, they are good. How will I say it now? There's a partner in crime. You understand?
Yeah.
Because when you are doing dating, both of you have to have things in common. You don't go dating when you don't have things in common. So for the couples that are finding it very, I don't want to use difficult. It will not be difficult by the special grace of God. Because even also in our scripture, God himself, they said it in Genesis, he normally comes down in the hour of the evening to meet with Adam and Eve those days in the Garden of Eden. Shows what? That is dating. God himself loved dating. So dating is part of life in a thriving marriage. If we want to make the marriage to thrive, there is no way we can remove dating from it. Your dating might be spiritual, maybe going on the mountaintop or going on a retreat, as long as both of you are going together. That's what I feel for those ones that are having challenge in dating or having difficulties in planning. Some we said, oh, I've heard all these things, but the thing is, I don't know how to plan. If you
Yeah.
are that kind of a person that don't know how to plan, lower your expectations. When you lower your expectations, you will not be disappointed. Julius Caesar said, blessed are those that do not hope, for they shall not be disappointed. Is in Julius Caesar's literature book. So lower your expectation, focus on connection, things that connect both of you together. Even if it's like, we have this like a draft, kites, ludo, they
Yeah.
can, it's still connection. Then also allow yourself to be valuable,
Mm-hmm.
because when you are not valuable, nobody is interested in continually being with a broken record.
Mm-hmm.
When you are a broken record, nobody will want to take you out.
Yeah.
When you do not have a public decorum, nobody will be interested in taking you out. You have to make yourself valuable. Nobody will help you to make yourself valuable. Because if you do not value yourself, your partner will have only little effort. Because even if you say, I don't like that hair, go and change it, you will pick an offense. Even if you say, no, I don't like what you are wearing, go and say, why do you have to tell me? What? Then shows that you are not valuing yourself and you cannot see yourself. The next one is get excited for each date. For the couple struggling, I pray God ease every burden on you and get excited about dating, and healing reign of God will heal every broken heart by the
Amen.
special grace of God.
Amen. Amen. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. You've said a whole lot. Dating is an investment in the stability of the marriage. It is the recharge time where the husband and the wife's energies are recharged and reignited. It is the avenue to refocus attention, a time to relax in each other's company, have fun activities again and again. It is an intentional time to rest and relax in each other's company, laughing together, especially during movie times or when you go out to maybe do bowling, even running, as in first to get to a particular point. When you start to run, that's dating. So dating is very, very key in marriage. No matter where you are, just start. Plan it. It is an intentional time, as we've highlighted. It is an intentional bonding time that supports connectivity. It helps the mind, it helps the body, it helps the soul. So what you just need to do, just declutter your mind. You have to create new experiences to be able to counter everything you are feeling, whether the negativities or everything you are feeling now. You need to create new experiences, and you can only create new experiences when you date your husband, or when vice versa. The shared time, the intentional shared time, the scheduled time quenches emotional thirst. It helps and brings couple together. They no longer drift apart, because truly you can drift apart, because if you live in a city like Lagos, a busy city like Lagos, even London, you just find out that you go out early in the morning, come back in the evening, go out early in the morning, come back in the evening. Then by weekend, all is in your mind is, I want to rest.
Yes.
Then on Sunday again, you go to your worship centers and you get back, say you want to prepare for the week. You have to find a way to put in dating so that your marriage can thrive. Does it require effort? Yes, it is possible. It is possible. That's why we are talking about intentional scheduling. You don't go too long without dating, because the marriage will become weak. You are weakening the foundation of the marriage, because you people become over familiar with each other. And over familiarity does not help the marriage. It weakens the marriage, and it makes you start to compare. Now start wondering, how did I get here? Why am I here? You start to ask yourself questions, too many questions, and nobody's answering. And when you have unanswered questions, it drains you. It drains you emotionally. It weakens your spirit. It gives you, pushes you aside and makes you feel less of yourself, that you are not enough. As a wife, as a husband, you are enough. Dating will help you to find your
Yes.
enoughness. Dating will, as an investment, will bring both of you together to reignite the passion, and you will continue to move from there. It is better you date continuously in the marriage than just leave it and be drifting apart day in, day out. You can truly thrive in your marriage. You can truly thrive. Can we have the final word from you on today's topic? Is continuous dating necessary in a thriving marriage? Can you hear me, Pastor Bridget?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
So, for I know it's not everyone that is matured enough when we're talking about marriage and dating. For the ones that are overwhelmed, looking for a way out, looking for patterns to change, I will just encourage them not to feel like a victim, because some people feel like, oh, I was forced or I was lied to. That just let go of those hiccups, release yourself, forgive your spouse, and make your marriage sweeter by yourself. When you forgive yourself, when you begin to see, there is this, Chris Valentin says, be the eyes that see gold particle. When you start seeing gold particles in your spouse,
Mm-hmm.
then your heart will no longer be heavy. It will become free of
Mm.
offense. And when your heart is free of offense, dating will be instantaneous.
Yeah.
E.g., waking up weekend to go walking or running, you might have been the only one going. But when he or she sees that, oh, 2 3 days, no negative affirmation towards me, he or she will pick up his or her running shoe and start following you. And dating have started like that. You don't see, like, though I'm going to list out some things, but don't just write it down without purifying, nullifying the obstacles, the hiccups. It has to come from the heart. You don't be authoritative and command. We have to, that night today, why are we not doing it? No. We are talking about coming, bringing that heart together to yearn as one again.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to be kind towards one another by, first of all, cleansing your heart, purifying it, and say, God, make me to start seeing gold in this spouse of mine. I don't want to see the weaknesses in my spouse. Once
Mm.
you cultivate that habit, you know, is in the scripture. What when this man focused on what he kept seeing, those animals were not producing the dots they were seeing, because that was what they were looking at. But the moment you stop focusing on his or her weaknesses, then that nagging stops. Then that heart is healed. Then you no longer say you used to do it in the past. Now, the next way forward is start with just walking.
Yeah.
Going for work, he will take his own shoe or her shoe and join you to go for the walking. Then after that walk, again, it could be that, okay, I want to go and play snooker ball, or I want to just play table tennis. Apart from running, there are other sports you can do, like swimming, or netball, basketball,
Mm.
or even if you are not playing the basketball or football on the pitch, when it's watching match, when you know that, oh, okay, this weekend is this match, get some snacks and put at home, make some pepper chicken or pepper beef with anything of his or her choice. When you see that, there's even provision for that, then the containers will start changing. That is also dating. Then you try, like, okay, they have ice cream, new taste, new flavor, let's go for it. You can also do fruit juice, different types, just mix it together. It's also dating. Then attend to, maybe let's go for a paintball, sip and paint, sip and swim, sip and color. Or you can go for dance class. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
Dance therapy.
Salsa is very good. I don't know, maybe if they have it over there. You can just go. You don't have to be professional. They have the training class. If you cannot do salsa, you can do this other one. No, you can also do zumba, but mostly is that salsa that there's connection. You can go for salsa dancing. Look for where they train and they pay. You can just do once a week, once a month. Then another thing is, you can go for comedy hangouts, comedy club, or comedy this, and don't make it one-sided. There is no harm if you to get a ticket for all this standout show. Just get the ticket and say, babe, I've gotten the ticket. This weekend we'll be going XY. He won't say no, because so many people will say, it's now, I don't want to waste my money. If I get it, it will not be there. No, get the ticket. There is no way he will not show up. He will make a way. And the ones that are already doing dating, don't just be stereotype and be doing that particular one. Okay, this is how we go, this is how we go. No, this is now time for you to upgrade your activity in dating. There are also other methods, other things you can do in your dating level. You can go hiking, you can go to the what's it called, you can go hiking, you can go do this tie and dye, all the
Mm.
other different activity, XYZ. You can go for karaoke, even if you don't know how to sing. It's just the fun. Not, remember, keep it simple, keep it fresh, and be consistent in work. Not when you start today, next week when they have put their hope, oh, let's go, you say, no, not me, I'm not in the, oh, okay, I have cramp. The next week, oh, my teeth is paining me, they will not ask again. So let's make it consistent, be present, keep it fresh, and God will help us all. I believe it's not one-sided. God is God that gives wisdom. Let us pray God will give us the wisdom to forever be, what's it called it, diversifying the dating activity. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the vast tips you have given to us today. Remember, dating is your reconnecting tool, and it will bring you, as she has just said about it, you are mindful during dating. That means it helps you, your attention, both to focus on each other. It improves affection, and it helps each other to help the couple to appreciate themselves. Dating is a good way not to drift away while you are in the marriage. Thank you very much for joining us again today. We'll see you yet another episode when by next week. Thank you and good night.
Nice.